Today we're going to show you how to make great French press coffee with 6 easy to follow tips and tricks so you can have great tasting coffee every single time, and we're going to start right now. Watch the video all the way to the end for an extra tip and trick. Tip number 1, preheat your French press coffee maker. Put the wire plunger in. This has 2 actions. It will help remove any coffee grounds that you might have in the wire filter and any residue of coffee oils on the glass. The second point to this, which is something we'll get into another video, is it'll actually help reduce thermal shock with the coffee. Tip number 2, the recipe. Today we're going to be using a Hario French press. Normally it holds 500 grams of water or 500 milliliters, half a litre of water. We have a standard industry recipe within specialty coffee, which is 60 grams of coffee for 1 litre of water. As it's just me drinking the coffee today, I'm going to be using 400 milliliters of water or 400 grams of water to 24 grams of medium to coarse ground coffee. Tip number 3, buy the best quality coffee you can possibly afford. Go to your local coffee shop or order online from a specialty coffee roaster. At the end of the day, you're paying for quality. If you're going to go through all the effort of making a great French press, the last thing you want to do is use cheap, burnt coffee from the supermarket. This will lead straight into tip number 3. My suggestion would always be buy coffee beans and grind on demand. So either have, depending on your budget, have a small hand grinder at home, or if you have a little bit more cash, buy one of these Encore Bratz Encore electric grinders, or they're good grinders to start with. If you can't afford a grinder, or you just don't want to go through all the hassle, then if you buy your coffee as freshly roasted as possible, most of your local coffee shops or specialty coffee roasters will grind your coffee up before they send it out to you. But at the end of the day, if you want the best flavours and the cleanest and brightest cups, it's always best to grind the coffee beans before you use them.
October is live music month on Classic FM.
Tip number 5, use filtered water. This will remove all the chalkiness, hardness out of the water, giving you a greater, brighter, more flavoursome cup. You may have noticed if you're in a hard water area, you're making tea or coffee, especially if it's black, sometimes when it's settled off for a bit, there's like a little scum on the top. Well, that's all the nasties in the water. So if you use a water purifier, water filter, this will help get rid of all that and allow all those wonderful flavours that you've paid really good money for and you're putting a lot of hard work into making. It'll allow all those flavours to come out to give you an excellent flavoured cup of coffee. Okay, tip number 6. Now we've just gone through a monumental effort of preheating our French press, grinding our coffee. We've boiled our filtered water. We've put our coffee in the French press. We've put in our water in the French press and it's up to where we want it to be. And we're at that point we're thinking, great, I'm going to plunge it down and have a great tasting coffee with my breakfast or afternoon tea and cake or whenever it is that you have your coffee. Well, no. No, no, no. Stop. Don't put your plunger in. Don't plunge the coffee. What I want you to do is to leave it steeping for about 4 to 5 minutes. Go and clean your teeth, go and get dressed, let the dog out, get the kids up, clean the table, whatever it is you can do in that 4 to 5 minutes. And then come back, break the crust and allow all those beautiful aromas to come out of the coffee and for all the particles and the sediment to settle to the bottom. Don't put your plunger in. I know you're desperate for some coffee, but no. No. What I'd like you to do with a couple of spoons, if possible, if you can be bothered, because it's going to be worth it in the end, I'd like you to remove anything that's left at the top. Just scoop it out, as you can see, and put it in the sink. Forget about it, and then put the plunger to the top and leave it. Now go away for another 4 to 5 minutes before you even think about doing your coffee. Make sure the kids have got out of bed, they've got their school uniform on, or start warming the car up if it's in the winter, finish getting dressed, whatever it is, but we're going to leave that coffee alone. And here's the reason why. Haven't you ever noticed within your French press, once you've gone and drunk through your coffee, at the bottom of the cup there's a whole load of mucky soup, sediment. What we want to do is to get rid of that.
Your request on classic event coming up. It's Johann Sebastian Bach's double violin concerto with Connor Ellis in Dundee, in the middle of writing a recipe for college.
Thank you for watching it all the way through. That last and final bonus tip is coming up. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, that would be fabulous. Everything helps. If you found this tutorial at all helpful, please leave a comment below. And here we go. Tip number 7. Don't push the plunger all the way down. Just a little bit is fine. The last thing you want to do is force pressure down within the water and the ground and have it all stir up. Just plunge the plunger a little bit, 1 centimetre is fine, and then pour straight to your cup. Enjoy your coffee. It's the most important thing, whether you're drinking on your own, you're sharing it with friends and family. Just enjoy it, have fun with it, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Choose your lifestyle.